Welcome back, guys. Here we are with part 4. As you can see, resident services is up. Yay, this is a huge thing that we've been waiting for. And guess who's finally here? You guessed it, Miss Isabelle herself. The one we've all been waiting for, at least me. But this is definitely a huge thing because now we get to work our way to getting that 3-star island so we can get KK Slider to come do a concert for Mr. Obsessed Tom Nook. So now we get to have our campsite put up, which is also in this video. We get to get new residents and whatnot. Yeah, so I'm really excited for this video, and I'm hoping you guys are going to stay with me with this journey. I know this has been a very slow start with this channel, but this tutorial was not made to necessarily be too fun. It is definitely just to give you a huge glimpse on what the game is like and just building all that suspense to what we are really waiting for. Look how cute these two are in this building. Oh my goodness, I love every part of this game. They have just put so much thought into this. So here we are. We're gonna go visit Tom Nook and Isabelle in their new building. Tom Nook is in charge of basically everything that you want done with bridges and inclines and switching around buildings, like moving them around, moving around your own house and whatnot. He is the guy to go to. And then Isabelle, she is in charge of your island tune, your island flag, keeping up with the evals, dealing with residents if you don't like the way they dress or talk or whatnot, blah blah blah. So here's Tom Nook talking about, of course, KK Slider. We are calling this Project K, at least that's what Tom Nook is calling it. We are trying to get him to come to a concert, and whenever KK Slider comes to do the concert, that is what marks the end of this tutorial, and you can unlock terraforming. You can basically start your free life, I guess I should say, with New Horizons. So we will be able to completely customize this whole island the way we like it and whatnot. So we are starting with the campsite today. As you can see, we are doing the DIY to build the campsite. I had a hard time figuring out where I want to put this guy. So ultimately I want to put it up in the top right corner, just like in a nice wooded area because it's a campsite. That's what I think of when I go camping, is out in the wilderness, whatnot. So instead of putting it on the beach, which I wanted to, but I also wanted to put it in this spot right here, there's not enough beach space. As you can see, I'm just running out of room on the sand to be able to put anything, and I definitely want to be able to put resident houses, like villager houses, on the beach. That way they're easier to move and I can terraform without having to keep moving and moving and moving everything. So as you can see, I did struggle a lot with this. I feel like I will have to move the campsite somewhere down the road, just because I feel like it's kind of in the way of where I do want to do some terraforming, which is fine. I mean, it's easy to do stuff around it, maybe just kind of incorporate what I want to do into it, but we shall see. Yeah, I kind of decided against the whole beach thing because I need to put up, I think it's 4 more plots for houses that need to go up for new villagers to be able to come, because we're allowed to have 10 and I right now only have 6. So I decided, you know, whatever, we're just gonna put it right here. We're gonna maybe try to be happy with it. I do definitely need to move this awkwardly shaped pond, I guess, so that way we could have this more open and decorate it nicely, put a bunch more trees around it. But I feel like it's just too far back against the back side of the cliff. So here we are. Tom Nook is congratulating us. I'm going to see if we are able to get the island evals from Isabelle. I don't think we are just yet. I think we do have to wait just a few more days. Nothing too bad. So yeah. We're not able to see the island evals just yet, but that's not a big deal. I'm not really too worried about it. I've been trying to get a huge jump start on just decorating the island the way I know she likes it and putting a bunch of flowers and planting some new trees and whatnot. So therefore, maybe it can just give me a little bit of a head start, but who knows. I actually found Gulliver today. I was super excited. I wasn't expecting him very soon, I guess. If you are new to the game and don't know who he is just a drunken seagull who loses his way from his ship because he goes overboard from too crazy of a night. So we have to help him find the communicator parts, as he calls them, to his phone, and we give them back, and he gives us a pretty cool treat in the mail the next day. Sometimes they're not always nice, like a ponytail or something stupid, but definitely something cool I like about this, and especially Gulliver, who's the pirate. He has some really cool stuff too. But yeah, we got a gallant statue from him, and if you don't know, that's definitely a popular piece because it's kind of inappropriate, and it's really funny when the villagers are up next to him with a magnifying glass. So definitely a funny one. So here's Mabel. Of course, she's back. I'm so excited. We get to keep changing our clothes, which is definitely much needed because I have yet to find a matching outfit from her. I don't know if you could tell, but I did travel to the next day. Here's Tom Nook telling me that we did a great job with the campsite and that people are interested, that we just have to do a couple more things. I do want to check with Isabelle again about the island evals. Still no way of knowing what we're at. So yet again, another travel. And we got somebody at the campsite today, so I'm pretty excited to actually go see who it is. Usually your first campsiter is definitely not somebody that you want on your island. I don't know what it is about the algorithm with that, but it's awful. But so I'm pretty excited to see who this is. I don't really have the highest of hopes, but another bird. I'm not the biggest fan of birds, especially, I don't know. This guy, I had him once. He was actually an autofill on my very first island. He's not awful, but definitely not my first choice. But you do have to invite them to stay at your island as a permanent resident. So back in my other video, I actually said that your first 5 villagers you do not get to choose. I really should have said 6 because I guess this counts as you don't get to choose because whoever comes to your campsite the very first time is who you have to invite. But just like every other villager, they can ask to move and they can leave if you want them to. So this is where we're going to put him, right on the beach, just so it's easier down the road to move the house. And I was so not expecting this today. Mabel asked if we could put up her shop somewhere, so duh, of course. Come on over. I'm so excited to meet Sable again and be able to pesk her for all her patterns that she's making on a everyday basis. So with these ladies, I was at another standstill for where to put their shop. I ultimately want to put it right here on this, well, I guess I shouldn't say on this cliffside because I want it down on the main level, but this cliff is definitely in the way. So I had to put them on the beach for right now until I could unlock the terraforming and just move that cliff in a little bit and put them there. But until then, the beach is nice. So I found Daisy May. She is just the cutest little thing. I love her little, like, I guess snot drip. It's kind of gross to say that, but it's just so cute. You can actually buy it from the Able Sisters shop. Definitely a cute little feature. But I did not buy any turnips because they were very overpriced this time, I felt like, so maybe next time. So here we are with Tom Nook yet again. He is introducing me to selling some land to improve infrastructure, just like building bridges and inclines as well. So I'm going to skip to the next day. We have our new villager with us, which is great, and yay, Able Sisters is being built. So let's go meet, I'm guessing it's Jackass. Is that how you say it? I'm really bad with pronunciation, but his house looks like a jail cell. Not my favorite interior at all, but he won't be staying very long, hopefully. But moving on from that, we are going to check in with Tom Nook yet again because I feel like I live in this resident building talking to him more than I do anything else on this island. But that's just the whole point of it right now. So we are seeing what we can do to move on with Project K. So I'm going to see if we can buy some plots for the next couple villagers that will be able to move on to the island. I do hope to do a small villager hunt for the couple ones that we need to fill. I do think maybe one or two of them will autofill, just because I am going to probably buy all 4 at the same time because I'm an impatient person. So therefore, instead of just continuously time traveling to the next day, that way we can just get it all done in one time. But here we are finally able to see the island evals, and we're only at 1 star. Now you would think, oh my goodness, with how many flowers I planted and all that stuff that I built to be able to put around the island, and we're only at 1 star. Now that is just, to me, so discouraging. So we're gonna see what we can do. Okay, so Isabelle says that we need more residents, which obviously I knew. So let's talk to Tom Nook. Let's grab some more plots to be able to put down, and of course I don't have enough bells. So I'm going to go grab a few more bells and see what we can do from here. But for now, I think I'm going to end this video here, and maybe we'll do some plots and villager hunting in the next video. So until then, see ya!